So you think there are two genders. Okay. But the definition of gender, although it's incredibly hard to define, is basically how I feel towards my biological sex. But in theory, I can feel an infinite amount of ways about my biological sex. So in theory, there are like an infinite amount of genders. But you say there's only two, so A, I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense.
What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. My name is Elaru, and today I'm back with an amazing video and check out with you guys. This is called Charlie Kirk Clashes with Infinite Genders Leftist. I already have a feeling I know what he's going to be talking about, but you know how it goes, guys. We talk less and we react more. Let's check this out.
Here's my question. So you think there are two genders. Okay. But the definition of gender, although it's incredibly hard to define, is basically how I feel towards my biological sex. But in theory, I can
so
feel
not
an
in the
infinite amount
dictionary.
of ways about my biological sex. So in theory, there are like an infinite amount of genders. But you say there's only two, so A, I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Secondly, you also, every time you use the word gender, you could replace it with
He
the word
thinks it doesn't
sex
make a lot of
every single
sense
time.
to have only
Also,
two genders.
You say we shouldn't concede linguistic ground to the left, but you use the word gender constantly in discourse. To me, it seems like you just don't think gender exists, or at the very least has no epistemic credibility in public discourse. So why do you concede that linguistic ground if you basically don't think it exists logically?
Okay, yeah, I think gender and sex are interchangeable words. They're exactly the same thing. So, I mean,
Exactly
do you
the
agree with
same
that,
thing.
or-
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that.
Oh, okay, cool. So you believe there's two genders, two sexes. So, yeah, you probably make a good point. I see what you're saying here. Is that why even use the word gender at all? Yeah, I mean, colloquially, it's used a lot in society. I also think it's a way to kind of draw the line against the transgender movement because they've intentionally kind of gone onto that social word gender, which is a new age postmodern term that really did not exist prior to the 1970s, 1980s. So I think you actually make a pretty good point about ceding ground, but the intent is that I believe gender and sex are directly related. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Well, I do like how peaceful he was about it. But really, his definition, it's something to think about. You can feel an infinite amount of ways towards your body. For real. So, if I feel like I'm a male, then that makes me a male. Or what exactly is he trying to say? Man. His definition that he gave of gender, I've not seen it anywhere in the dictionary. That's just the truth. And basically, in every form you want to feel, you'd see that the word gender is replaced with the word sex. That stuff actually confused me back then while I was growing up. But the thing is, as Charlie said, they are easily relatable, those two terms. In fact, they basically mean the same thing. If not, it won't be used as a synonym in the first place. You can only, even down to basic living, we only see two categories of human beings, male or female. And even with the infinite or trans or anything genders, you can see that it's either one changing from male to a female, or one changing from a female to a male, or one claiming to be both male and female. So if all the claims revolve around these two words, male and female, then what other genders can one be possibly talking about? You know, I've been looking for an infinite gender activist to name at least 3 other genders, you know, because it's really beginning to get confusing. I only see male and female, and then I hear that there are a lot more genders. Man, it's wonderful, ain't it? Anyway, guys, tell us what you think about this video in the comment section. And please leave a thumbs up at the end of this video. If you're just joining us for the first time, please click that bell button to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.